Hello friends, welcome to another Styling with Sam. Today we are talking about all things fireplace mantles. Now, one thing to note is everybody's fireplace mantle is going to look completely different. There's going to be some wide ones, there's going to be some skinny ones, long ones, short ones, some under TVs, some above actual fireplaces, whether that's wood, propane, or electric. Today we are using our simple electric one here in the store to showcase two different kind of themes or different vibes of vignettes. We're going to do one that's a little bit more modern, a little bit more organic, a little bit more moody, and then we're going to do one that's very light and bright and very farmhouse forward. I'm really excited to dive in because this has been a very requested category to cover. There's so many different things we can play with here, but I have narrowed down some really good pieces that you can start to accumulate in your shopping, in your decor. Honestly, sometimes you can even shop your own home and sometimes find exactly what you're looking for. So without further ado, let's get started. If you didn't guess right away that we are going to put a runner on the mantle, come on here. This is probably one of my favorite pieces to use. We just got this beautiful new, very heritage feeling linen beige runner. It is 72 inches long and it is perfect for this mantle. So we're going to go and put this on right away. We're going to try to get it pretty much dead set in the middle, which I think looks good there. Perfect. It's this perfect, beautiful color that has lots of texture on it, but it is just so light. Honestly, I probably should have brought a steamer to play with it, but it looks good just how it is. My next favorite thing to play with is some sort of statement piece. Now, I'm so excited to be saying that we're going to be getting some really great artwork in the store here soon, so you're going to have to wait and see what's coming up on the shop tour. But I have put together this beautiful print with this beautiful gold textured frame to start off our vignette here. Now, I want you to think about what you have at home. You might have, like I said, your mantle under your TV, or maybe you have a big, beautiful mirror or already an artwork piece there. So I'm gonna kind of give you two tips here. So in a perfect world, I would have a beautiful statement, maybe big round mirror here with a black trim on it. And what I would do is I would off-center my print here, and I would rest it up against the wall or up against the mirror. So honestly, like I said, in a perfect world, if the mirror came down to about here, that's perfect. My frame is just gonna rest against it. It's just gonna add another layer here to this vignette. Now, obviously, I don't have a big, beautiful mirror here. It's on my wish list, maybe one day. And honestly, I probably would have hung this very low, but I already have enough holes in this wall. So we're just gonna go with the screw that's already in the wall here. And that's okay. It's still gonna kind of give us a really nice look. Oh, I just love this print. All those moody textures and just kind of almost like a nothing scene. It's perfect. So from here, I'm gonna build up our vignette here together. So we're gonna put roughly 3 things on the mantle first, and then I'm gonna add some other layers to that before we switch into the new design, just to see how you guys can start off with a couple really basic pieces and then grow from there. Okay, piece number 1. This is like a little child here. This is a beautiful new clay pot that we got in the store this week. Honestly, guys, it is stunning. It is such an investment piece. I understand it is quite large, and not everybody's mantle can hold a massive vase like this, but for decor's sake, we're gonna go with it today. It is beautiful. It has all these nice textures on it. It is a really nice big statement piece. Now, obviously, we need something to put in that, and if you have been to the store lately, well, ever since I opened for spring, you know that I have found the most perfect olive stems, so I think that's what we're gonna put in here. These olive stems are so good. They are like the perfect, how can I call it? The perfect statement greenery or perfect statement stem without having to think too hard about it, which we love. So I have already fluffed these, but you guys can see that I have kind of mirrored the 2 stems to look alike. I kind of have them bending out to the sides here, and that is on purpose. Now, we don't need this vase to be viewed in a 360 way. We really just need it to look good on the one side. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing your stems. You might not need to buy, 4 or 5 stems if that vase isn't going to be viewed 360. So what I'm doing here is I have two of the stems in the pot here already. And I just kind of wanted to highlight how great this stem is because We have some really nice long stems attached to the main stem. And then we have some shorties coming up here. Now this one, I'm not gonna necessarily really flow one way or the other. I'm actually gonna kind of have it go up a little bit, but I'm gonna bend the tips of the stems to go outwards still. That way it is still gonna give us a nice kind of realistic feeling. And that one's gonna go straight in like that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna turn my back here to you just to make sure this looks good. These look great. I'm probably gonna step back here later and not like exactly how I styled these. See, sometimes I don't even get it right off the hop. You gotta play with it. You gotta have patience with your stems. Oh gosh, the amount of stems I have fluffed already in my life. Okay, I'm happy with that. So this is our first statement piece. Let me really look at it here. Oh yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Concerned about my stems here, but they look great. So that is our first statement piece of the mantle. Now this is something you could do with a long, a tall, narrow vase if you have a narrow mantle to work with. But if you have something big, I say bigger the better to make a statement piece. And we're actually gonna leave this guy on its own for right now, and we're gonna work on this side of the vignette now. So two pieces of decor I think are a must to have in your decor collection is taper candle holders. So these are metal, they're quite heavy, they're hand forged, they're absolutely stunning. We have this black, and then we also have a really nice kind of brassy gold in store too. These are essential in your decor. You will have so much fun with these, especially at Christmas time, all that kind of stuff. So we are gonna place these guys over here. Now what I like to do with these is I like to put them on a little bit of an angle. Make sure my candles are nice and straight here. With the tall one on the inside, and that is just filling up some height here for us. So we're almost kind of mimicking what we have going on with the olive branches, but we're just going to kind of make the two sides talk to each other. Now, another thing that I absolutely love to use in my mantle decorating, well, you guys know, in all of my decorating, is a really nice accent bowl. This is our whitewashed terracotta bowl. We are currently sold out of this size. We have a beautiful bigger size in stock this week, which is really great. But I would style something like that right there next to those taper candles. And you guys probably guessed it. It is a vignette of 3, which is perfect. So I'm going to take a step back here, and you guys are going to kind of see this is a great starting point. If this is all you have to put together, that is amazing. That is perfect. We're going to add in a couple more layers here just to kind of add a little bit more texture and a little bit more pieces to this space if you have the means to do so. Now, one thing that I love to do is thrift my books. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you guys can see these. I pulled these 2 colors out of my collection because they kind of work with the vignette that we have going on here. And I also love this raw side of these books. I don't necessarily ever use the spine side. I always use the rough side. So we're going to put these right where this bowl was. And honestly, I mean, you can do a perfect stack. That's totally fine too. But I love kind of making it look not perfect and kind of twisting the books up a little bit. So my bowl is going to sit on those books, which is looking great. Another thing we can do to add a little bit more texture. Oh gosh, I dropped one. Okay, one second. We are going to have 5 balls, but these seagrass balls are perfect. Let me go hunting for that one. Here it is. We are going to put these grass balls in this bowl. Honestly, sometimes they just need a little bit of fluffing to make them all look great. There we go. Honestly, guys, this is not rocket science decorating here. But I love adding something in the bowl of some texture, bring some life to the vignette, and I love those grass balls. They are a great addition. Now, I have one more idea, and it just kind of came to me for this side of the vignette. And this is something that I'm seeing in a lot more design trends, more so in Europe, even in the States a little bit, with kind of following this moody organic trend. And that is actually pairing another vase with the vase, but having no stems in it. And I think it's gonna look really great here. So I'm gonna go grab that vase and we're gonna see how it looks together. Okay, so I grabbed one of our new vases here. This one's beautiful. This is also a charcoal clay pot. It's a little bit darker, but it's almost like a sister to this one. And I'm hoping putting them together, oh yeah, it's going to complement one another. So they have very similar styles in their opening, but this one, like I said, is a different color. And this one also has this really cool design feature here, which makes it different than this one. So I love this. I think that looks so good. So I kind of preach to you guys, put something in your vases, but I love this look together because it's very simple, but very intentional that we put this vase here to match this one without putting anything in it. So that's a great little tip to do as you start collecting different vases and different pieces of decor for your vignettes. So you guys, I think that looks like a great, moody, organic, modern vignette. Let me know what you think about this one. We are going to clear this off though, and we're going to get to style number 2, which is a very light and bright, airy farmhouse kind of trend. So let's get to it.